welcome back to Throwing Dirt. I wanted to give you guys a quick update video. I know it's been a couple weeks anyway since I've posted anything. A lot's been going on the last week or so, 2 weeks. The last video I posted, I showed you guys I had the motor out, was changing bearings, pulled bearings out of the motor, and was going to go down the next day to get parts. Well, I finally got everything. Things have been kind of hectic, so we just worked on it last weekend. I didn't bother getting any video. We got the motor back in it, got it running. I'll post a little short video. It's nothing special, a little 30-second clip or so, but yeah, it seems like it's running well. Just a few little minor things to button up on it. I got to weld some mufflers on for the dome, and we're going to do the setup this weekend and get it all ready, and then I can start getting it cleaned up. I also got 2 sponsors. One isn't a sealed deal yet. Well, it is. We're working out some fine details on that. The primary sponsor is MyMomentsMatter.com, and I'd like to say a giant thank you to him for helping me out with some parts the last couple weeks. A lot of this stuff would have probably put me behind, and I'd have been really tight on money to make it to the dome here in just a couple weeks. You know, without his help, it may not have happened. So thank you to Mike Vaughn at MyMomentsMatter.com. The other guy, JK Landscaping and Design. He's going to be getting me his decals and some parts here in the next week or so. So we'll be getting him on the car too. You know, those guys are helping me out a lot, and it means a ton. So again, thank you to the 2 sponsors that I've picked up. Really, there ain't much left to do. Like I was saying, we're gonna get all the body put back on it this weekend, get it cleaned up, get it scaled, get the setup all right. We're gonna spend an entire day or 2 working on the setup. The track's going to be really tight, really small. Never raced on anything that small, so we're going to try to throw a Hail Mary for the setup, and hopefully it'll work. If not, we'll learn a couple things to use for the future. So I would start it up for you, but there's some people around that live around our shop here. It's 10:30 at night, so I want to try to be a good neighbor so we don't get in trouble for being over here. But like I said, I'll post that video in here. You guys can check it out. My buddy Jared's car, it's coming along. We got the front clip cut off of the late model frame, and this is it here. And then we've got everything kind of mocked up. It's kind of a mess right now. We kind of bailed on the place the other night from working on it after working on my car, and we didn't get a chance to clean it up. But as you can see, we got the block mocked up in it. He did have my motor plate out of the late model in there, but I obviously needed it back, so we took all that apart. He's going to have to get a motor plate for this because the one out of the Pierce car wouldn't work. It was too wide. And basically, these up tubes from the late model are going to work just fine. They'll graft right into where we want on this front stub, and the only thing we'll have to do is sleeve these two tubes, weld a joint there, basically, you know, weld in a little section of tube to join them. And then we had talked about moving the motor plate back and moving the motor back, but we're going to leave it where it's at. It's a lot less work, and we can't really think of a huge disadvantage of having the motor a couple inches forward. The wheelbase is a couple inches forward too, so it should offset it a little bit. But if we were to move the motor plate back, we'd have to cut out all of this, basically all the way across, and have to remake the whole front section of the car, which ain't a big deal. We could have done it, but in the interest of time, we're going to try this out, and if it doesn't work, then we will look at moving the motor back and trying it that way. We've got another car. If we really wanted to, we can build the other one with cutting all this front off and moving it back as kind of a mock-up car, and trying it with another car before we hack both of them up. So we'll get that all figured out, but everything's looking like it's going to work just the way we want it on this. So haven't really done a whole lot to it the last couple weeks, money and time constraints and stuff like that. So he's slowly picking away at it, or we're slowly picking away at it, and when we get the parts to do what we need, we'll give you some updates on that. So, but again, thank you to my two sponsors that I picked up. I couldn't do it without them, and I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys at the Dome. I appreciate you hanging out, and we'll give you some more updates this weekend. I'll take some video of the car all back together. Probably going to take it for a spin down the street, and I'll get you guys on board for that. All right, we'll see you next time.